Hi everyone, just gonna have a quick look at this 1/12 scale RC truck that I've seen around. There's not much information there about it, so I thought we could have just a quick look at some things. It's some places it's known as the Keleidi Toys number F-20. Okay, it comes with the usual battery instructions, charger. It's a decent sized truck with about 240 wheelbase, which is pretty good. Some 112 trucks are actually a lot smaller. It's got big rubber wheels on it. Doesn't come with the lowest sticker. My son put that on there. For comparison, that's it next to the 116 by Zen Li Hong. Let's have a look inside. Has a decent setup to it. 380/390 size brush motor mounted high, which gives us a lot of room. 2-in-1 speed controller and receiver with 5-wire servo. Comes with ports for LEDs. Doesn't come with LEDs. Servo saver is actually on the rack rather than on the servo horn, which is pretty good for a budget RC. Friction shocks, no oil shocks. I would have liked to have seen some oil shocks, but if you can get this, like I said, this is a budget RC, so that's not too bad. Although I wouldn't mind paying an extra $10 for some OEM oil shocks. One thing I do want to mention is there is some decent aluminium or cast aluminium, whatever it is, on this truck. The hexes are aluminium or metal. The knuckle hub there, as well as the skid plate on the bottom. And I think, yes, one of the rods in the middle there from the steering rack is also aluminium, so that's quite good. The battery tray is a lot bigger than the battery comes with it. It's got a really cool little clip swing thing. Now you could fit a battery at about 100mm length in there, so you can definitely go bigger if you wanted to. One thing about these budget trucks is when they get factory assembled they tend to do it real quick, so you might have to do a bit of tuning yourself. The rear diff is quite nice, free flowing, but the front is very tight. It kind of sticks, and I might have to open it up after a run or before it. Maybe the diff housing might be a bit too tight, might need a bit of grease, but it's quite tough. Not a big problem, but free flowing would be a lot better. The controller is just a standard simple setup. Takes 3 AA's, steering trim, not much else. Would have liked to see the throttle limiter. That would have been nice for when the kids play. One thing I do want to talk about is the speed controller on this thing. Now, I don't really like the speed controller that much. Has your forward, back. Now, it will forward and brake quite well if you do it straight away. But if you hesitate and hit brake, even just a second, it will reverse. So that can be very tricky for kids or non-experienced people But in general, if you're timing a good brake, you don't want it to reverse. You want it to, it should have at least a little bit of time for you to brake. So that might be something to consider. Oh, one good thing about this is the plugs are T-plugs, or Dean's plugs, and they actually come off quite easily. Now, I got this thing for about $60 AU from eBay. There was a special going on. Sometimes it's $80, $100, but if you watch them closely, they'll drop the price down to $60. And even though I haven't actually taken this for a good bash yet, waiting for a nice dry day, and my son and I will take it out, I think it would be a good bargain. There are a few things to consider. Like I said, the speed controller, the diffs might need a bit of work, but I really do look forward to taking this out. And like I said, if you can get it for $60 AU, it's pretty good. And that's all I have for now. I'll see how it runs, and when I do a bit of tuning to it, maybe I'll do another video. Thanks for tuning in.